What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Two-Wheeled Rider YouTube channel. My name is Mario Orsini, and in today's video we're going to talk about whether the mirrors on one of these bikes is better than the other bike. I know, they look exactly the same. All right, so a couple of years ago I put a set of these bar-end style mirrors on my 2016 KTM 1290 Super Adventure. I've pretty much done the same here on my 08 990 Adventure. Some of you guys may like them, some of you guys may hate them. Let me explain to you what I like about them to begin with. First off, they do sit out wider than your factory mirrors, so you can see further behind you in a wider field of view. Second thing I like about them is the wind buffeting. Wind buffeting is almost non-existent with these on here versus your stock style mirrors that come from the factory. Another thing I like about them is they do fold in if you want to ride off-road and you're worried about limbs and stuff, vines, those sorts of things, grabbing a hold of them. You don't have to worry about it, and they fold right in. The other nice thing about them folding in is if the bike does tip over, which this one at least has, they fold in and they don't break off, which is really nice. The other thing, which you could make an argument, since I got this giant windscreen on here, what difference does it make? It's one less thing for your body to impact if you were to go over the handlebars when you're riding off-road. This windscreen's not quite as bad, but yeah, those stock mirrors, it might sting you, it might stick you a little bit. So anyway, let me show you the differences between these two mirrors, or not even show you the differences. Let me show you the mirrors on this bike versus the mirrors on this bike, see if you can spot the differences, and then I'm going to share with you what the differences are. All right, so we are going to start out here on my 2016 Super Adventure. While you can't see the logo here on the inside, I am using the Rottweiler adapters, which basically you can use on any sort of bike that have bar wraps or bark busters on them. They mount through there. This little piece here simulates your bar end, and that's what allows you to mount them on here, so you can get a good look at the front of the mirror here, and now we'll give you a look at the back of the mirror. Now, as I was mentioning, they do fold in, they click in there, and then you can also spin these around. They're totally adjustable all the way around. Now we come over here and take a look at my 08 990. Now, the one difference you are going to notice is these are newer bar end mounts, and Rottweiler has now put the logo on the outside and inside, but we're specifically talking about the mirrors. So get a good look at the front side of the mirror, and then I'm going to show you the back side of the mirror. All right, so in just looking at them, you probably didn't notice much, if any, difference. About the only thing you can tell looking at them is the one on the 1290 has a small set screw here around the frame of the mirror, while the ones on the 990 don't. They do have the same bar end mounts, like I said, or bar end mount adapters. They are from Rottweiler. They're gonna run you about 40 bucks for a pair of them. Comes with all the mounting hardware you need. They are a different brand, the mirrors are, and they're a different price. These are CRG mirrors. These are gonna run you $229.95 for a pair, while these are Amazon special MZS mirrors for $44.99. These mirrors are literally 5 times the cost of these. Additionally, these do come with bar end adapters if you actually wanted to mount them in your bar ends. These, if you want the bar end adapters for the 7/8, they're gonna run you another $19.95 each. So another $40, so you're up to about 270 bucks at that point. The big question is, are these mirrors 5 times better, or what makes them 5 times better? The answer is they are better. The glass in them is a little bit clearer than these, marginally. Really the only big advantage, I'm going to say 2 advantages to these. One, the reason for that set screw is the mirror in these mirrors, so the actual glass itself is replaceable. You can replace it each side for about 15 bucks. So if you were to crack one, 15 bucks, you can get yourself a piece of replacement glass. These over here, you got to buy a new set. So you're out another 45 bucks. So you guys can do the math in your head and see that you can break quite a few sets of these before you ever catch up to the cost of these. The other big thing was these were ready to go out of the box. I legitimately mounted them on the bike, set them where I wanted them, haven't really touched them since. They've been great. These, Brian and Pete and those guys along the ride will tell you, especially riding off-road, these started to droop and they started to sag, and admittedly I put them on the night before. I had to tighten down all the nuts and stuff on them, put a little Loctite here and there. Eventually I got them set, and now they work great. The other thing I'll tell you, if you're running the original handguards off an older 990 or 950, they had a ridge on them, and it's going to be very difficult to get these to mount just right. The updated part, if you can tell, these are the same handguards. They have updated this part for the 990s now. It uses the same as the 1090, 1190, 1290. These set of handguards are 40, 50 bucks, whatever they are. They work a whole lot better on here. Once I got these set into place, I really don't notice any difference between these and these. I'm not upset that I bought the good ones, but if I'm spending my money, which I am, and I would have a tough time recommending the $230 ones over the $45 ones. Are these durable? You know, I dumped this bike on the MABDR and the mirror bent in just like it was supposed to, or folded in, and I folded it right back out and it was fine. I've taken quite a few off-road trips on it since then. They've held up fine. I really like these CRG mirrors. I love the fact that you can replace the glass, but 5 times more expensive. Go with the Amazon specials. That's what I would do. I'll link them down in the description below if you want to check them out. I'll also link over to Rottweiler if you want to check out their mounts, and I'll try to get you a link to these mirrors as well. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to share my experience with the carbon copy cheaper mirror. I'm sure the metal in this isn't quite as good as this. You can't expect $45 mirrors to be quite as good as $230 mirrors, but they're close enough. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, considering that subscribe button because if you like motorcycles, well, this is the place to be. If you have any questions about, you know, just this type of mirror in general, or this specific one, or this cheaper one, or the bar and mounts, anything, let me know down in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer them. And as always, I'll talk to you again soon.